over the last year. I told you we're going to expand it. We're going to make this a movement and not just, I'm going to be on the air for you. So, of course, I'm helping people restore their credit. You can contact me for that. Get on my schedule and let's talk. 800 at creditscoreman.com. That's where you can email me. You can do that. And then also what we've done on this show. On the show over the past year, we talked about how credit impacts a lot of different facets of your life, from employment to getting an apartment, of course, to buying homes and things of that nature. We've talked about all of those things. We talked about the mortgage process and not just how credit works within the mortgage, but everything from the rooter to the tutor when it comes to mortgage, what to do before you apply for your mortgage, what to do in the interim and what not to do in the interim, and then also closing on your mortgage. We talked about all of those things on the show this year as well. We talked about the car buying process, and just recently, maybe even the last show, we talked about with one of the questions of the day about not only the financing aspect of the car, but also negotiating when it comes to you getting the car and you getting it for the price or the payment that you want, how to do that, how not to do that. If you miss that and you're looking for a car, new, used, or otherwise, you need to go back and listen to the question of the day for that one for sure, because that was some powerful information to help you out in the long run. So look, again, thank you so very much. It's the anniversary show, the second anniversary show of the 800 Credit Score Man show. I truly appreciate you guys. Share the show. Share the show with your friends and family, for sure. And look, I want you guys to do something. I want you to check out this podcast that I found. It's Two Big Mouth Black Girls. So it's at 2BMBG on like Instagram and everywhere else. Check them out. They are two funny ladies, Morgan B and Crystal. They talk about everything, all kind of current topics and some deep stuff, some funny stuff. They feature artists. So if you're an artist, you might want to contact them. You may be able to be on their podcast. They feature new music. I think every episode they come on Wednesdays on SoundCloud. So check them out. Please check them out. They are so funny to me. So check them out. And then here's my last thing for us today. So since we did all of that stuff, come back next week. I want you to come back next week. Next week, I got a whole bunch of questions that have not made the show for the question of the day, since I can only do one every show. So next week, I'm going to do a whole bunch of questions of the day. I'm going to give you credit for them like I do. If you're new to the show, when I have the question of the day, I say who the person is at first name only, and then what state they come from. So contact me with your questions. You can email them to me, 800 at creditscoreman.com. You can email your questions to me. I'm just going to give your first name, and in your email, please tell me what state you're calling from. If you want to add the city, that's cool too. Tell me what state you're calling from. I'm going to do that next week. The entire show, I'm going to be answering your questions directly on the air. And of course, you can always hit me up on any social media. On Twitter, I'm at creditscore_man. Everything else is 800 Credit Score Man. So whether it's Instagram or Tumblr, you can catch my Facebook page there, and then go to Credit Score Comeback as well, that Facebook group, and join that group. So again, second anniversary of the 800 Credit Score Man show. I hope we have many more. I think this might be episode number 89 on the podcast, something like that. So look, when we get to 100, we're going to celebrate that too. I believe in celebrating while you're here. Definitely believe in that. So we're going to celebrate that when we get there as well. So again, thank you very, very much for listening to the 800 Credit Score Man show. Please share the show with your friends and your family, even your frenemies if you have to. If you can share this with your frenemies, maybe maybe it's your neighbor, somebody you don't like. Maybe they get a better credit score and they go buy a different house somewhere else. So share this show with everybody, you guys. I appreciate it. You know how I got to do before I get out of here. Kobe, Cameron, and Carter, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm out.